Let's get the Democrat side and bring in Doug Schoen, who is a Democrat political strategist, a legitimate one, not like Miss Hoover, who's masquerading. Schoen actually does work for some Democrats. He joins us now from Miami, Florida. All right, you heard McLaughlin and me bloviating. I was bloviating. McLaughlin was brilliant as always. Where do you see this going tomorrow?
I see it going narrowly to Donald Trump. I look at all the data, the same data you and John reviewed, and I think basically the blue wall tilts, with the exception of Pennsylvania, to Harris. The Sun Belt states, I think, tilt, if not go, Donald Trump. And if I'm correct, that means that you've got 4-2 with Pennsylvania, a toss-up, and that's been holding steady or moving to Trump. But bottom line, Bill, I've seen this election as one that was Donald Trump's 10 days ago. He did not close as well as he could have. And I thought Kamala Harris closed as well as a Democrat under her circumstances could close. But I still see a narrow Trump victory. So
you think Trump is going to win Pennsylvania? That'll put him over the top?
Precisely. Yes.
Okay. Sir. When you say Trump didn't close, is it Trump's fault, or was it the media really rolling out the Liz Cheney nonsense and, everything they could contrive? Was that part of it, or was it really Trump didn't do what he should have done?
Trump didn't do what he should have done. He made some unforced errors, and rest assured, the media magnified every misstep and blew it way out of proportion.
How big was the comedian at Madison Square Garden with the Puerto Rican stuff?
That was huge because it broke Trump's momentum. He was going into that rally as a clear favorite. Everything was going his way. That froze everything. And we had a 2-day dialogue of just about that comedian and his set and the whole thing.
But did Trump turn that to his advantage by the Biden garbage remark?
It certainly truncated the negativity, stopped the bleeding. And so I give a qualified yes to that. But in politics, unforced errors are the greatest sin of all.
What could have Trump have done that he did not do?
Well, first, if I was organizing that rally, I would have had a cast of one, Donald Trump speak. Second, I would have made it very clear that he is looking for a better and new future for America and been more optimistic and inclusive in his rhetoric. That being said, the real issue to me, Bill, is that Americans are very angry. They don't like Joe Biden. They don't like his policies. They feel that they are less well off than they were. And bottom line, they want change. The change they want is for the Trump policies. They're just not sure they want Trump the man.
Okay. Anything else that I brag, and I'm an idiot for doing it, but I do it because I don't know why I do it. I need to see a therapist. But I say if I were in charge of the Trump campaign, he'd be up by 10.
I'm sure he would.
Because I would have had him be more human.
Yes.
I wouldn't have played down, though, the border and the economy and the overseas chaos. I would have heightened that. I would have done it worse than he did it. But I also would have had him basically level, like NBC, and we're going to cover this in a moment, owes him a minute and a half after that kissy face with Kamala Harris on Saturday Night Live. So the federal government got involved. So you can't do that, NBC. You got to give Trump the same minute and a half to say whatever he wants. We can't figure out if Trump campaign is even going to use that opportunity, which I definitely would have tonight on the Lester Holt program. If I were Trump, I would go, Lester, you sit there and smile. I got 90 seconds to say whatever I want. That's what I would have done. Okay? And that would have been a huge story going into the vote tomorrow, right?
Bill, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm startled to hear that they have not done that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump got his message out. Just for we have obviously some Trump supporters who watch this broadcast very closely. It's not for lack of message. He got his message out, but it's always been with him the demeanor factor, particularly with women. And you believe that Trump will override that because of the issues. Is that correct?
I do. This is an issue agenda like 1980, which John McLaughlin alluded to, where people are enraged with the impact of the Biden-Harris policies. If this election was a referendum on those policies and those policies alone, Trump would win by 10 or more. I agree with you. Trump, when he's humanized, and you know him better than I do, but when he's humanized, he can be a warm, approachable guy. We didn't see much of that Trump in this election.
Okay, Doug, we appreciate it as always. Now you have the two best political analysts, in my opinion, McLaughlin and Schoen back to back. And we'll catch up with you. I owe you dinner. We'll catch up with you.
I look forward, Bill. Thank you for the pleasure and privilege of being on with you.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on X. Look for @Bill O'Reilly.